It was a fun night in Newcastle back in 2013 when Lauren and Will awkwardly met in the middle of dance floor of an underground nightclub. It's still up to debate if Lauren gave her number to Will because she was charmed by his dance moves, by his self-confidence, or if it was out of worry for his health or out of pity. But reality is that once they had each other's phone, they kept talking and talking and talking, and they have never stopped. Through the university years, even a bout of long distance, your relationship grew with you. The trials of life just a benchmark that showed you how deep your connection goes, how important you are to each other.
Buon pomeriggio, signori e signori. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On behalf of my beautiful wife and I, I'd like to thank you all so much for being here today. We're so grateful for how far you've all travelled to join us in a place which means so much to Lauren and I. Lauren and I met in Newcastle on a night out in Blacklight at Legends nightclub. I was walking with a friend across the dance floor one way. She was walking across the dance floor the other way. It turns out our friends knew each other. So they started chatting away, and me and Lauren stood awkwardly for a while before I plucked up the courage to say, well, they're not going to introduce us, are they? I'm Will. Here's where I'd like to say, Lauren was thrilled that this drunk stranger imposed himself on her evening, and it was love at first sight. However, Lauren reluctantly replied, but couldn't have been less interested in me. I needed another approach. In my drunken, overly confident state, I asked her to dance. Whether or not she took pity on me, or whether or not my dancing won her over, who knows? But I don't care, and it worked. Now, 11 years later, I'm able to stand here as the husband to the girl in the nightclub who I was never introduced to.
William, I love you with all of my heart. In you, I found my best friend, my safe place, my home, and someone I can be the most vulnerable with. Thank you for embracing all the parts that make me me, for finishing my sentences, for acting silly and goofy together, for always finding my hand to hold when I'm nervous, for being my steady rock, my sounding board, for always being so thoughtful, and most importantly, thank you for being you and making us us.
Lauren, you're beautiful inside and out. I'm honoured to call you my daughter and be known as your dad. Will, I know you'll take care of her, provide for her, giving her everything she wants, needs and deserves.
Lauren, you always have and always will be the better part of me. Thank you for choosing to share your life with me. I promise to celebrate life with you, to make the most of every opportunity. I promise to encourage you and support you, to lift you up when you're feeling down and put your needs above my own. I promise to be there for you.
It is my honor and duty to declare you husband and wife. Will, you can kiss your Lauren.
I don't think I just fell in love with Lauren. I walked into love with her. I walked in with an open mind, choosing every step along the way. Lauren's asked me before if I believe in soulmates. Do I believe that there's one perfect person for everybody? The answer was, and still is, no, I don't. I believe that when you find someone you're compatible with, you choose to be together, you work hard to be together, and you fight to be together. We didn't lock eyes and fall in love in that nightclub in Newcastle. We talked, we dated, we made a commitment. We did long distance, we moved towns and cities to be together, and we grew into who we are together. But we made a choice, and we didn't just fall in love, we chose to be in love. And if I had the choice, I'd do it all over again. I'd choose to walk into love with you. Suffice to say, I love you very much, Lauren, and I can't wait for our next chapter. So ladies and gentlemen, please would you all stand. My amazing wife, Lauren Tarpey.
With you, I'm the best version of me. I'm so grateful and lucky to grow old with you and know I get to feel like this forever. I promise I will always be your best friend and I will always be there for you. I promise I will always support you and encourage you, unless it's to buy another pair of trainers. I promise to always appreciate you and never take us for granted. I promise to love you every day for the rest of my life. Tesoro mio, ti amo tanto.